What's the next one? The next one, I think we're playing it to an entirety.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's only about a minute long, isn't it?
It is.
It depends what you're playing, I don't know what you're playing.
Oh,
We're playing what tune that blew your mind.
Okay. That's quite funny. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first tune that blew your mind?
First tune that blew my mind?
Yeah.
E-flat Waltz by Weather Report.
Okay. Anyone
I
else?
saw it at Glastonbury in 1984 with Omar Kim on drums.
Oh wow.
Basically what they're doing, they're having a small train spotter moment.
Sorry. That's what I'm doing sitting up here.
Anyone else got a tune that they first that blew their mind?
Timeless.
Sorry?
Timeless or Goldie.
Oh, wow.
Timeless by
Yeah,
Goldie.
yeah.
Anyone else? Lucy, don't let me call you out your name because I'm really embarrassing you. I see you there. I've been working on this kind of fierce project with a group of young offenders, and the director is here, Lucy. She's here with her crew, and they're trying to pretend that they're not really here. So, Madam Lucy, what was the first tune that blew your mind?
Probably something like Purple Rain.
Oh yeah, that's Claire's. That's my wife kind of. I think she would agree with that.
My one was I heard Giles Peterson playing A Love Supreme on the radio. So the next day I went out to the record shop to buy a John Coltrane record, thinking that all of his John Coltrane records would sound like Love Supreme, and came home with Impressions, which for those who don't know is a wild and crazy album. And of course I had to play it on full volume on my mum's kind of German stereo that she's very precious and proud of, and it would drive her absolutely insane. And because I kind of used all of my pocket money to buy the album, I had to force myself to listen to it, so I didn't kind of waste the money. And even to this day, I kind of find it a really hard listen.
It's money per listen.
Yeah, it's a bit screechy, but right. So we're going to go
in its entirety. The first tune to blow Nitin's mind.
The first tune to blow Nitin's mind.
I want to talk about that.
I think I'll be sampling that.
So, does anyone know what that was? Did?
It's actually, it's really weird because well, it's Spanish Fly by Edward Van Halen, and it's kind of like, it's quite weird because I absolutely loathe heavy rock.
Did he play try and beat it though?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Because apparently they needed a white guy to justify Michael Jackson, this is what they say, Michael Jackson being broadcast on certain channels, and they weren't playing black music on certain channels, so because he was a black guy, theoretically, they had Edward Van Halen to justify the idea. I mean, it's kind of weird actually, because you think back to Nat King Cole having to white up to be on, which is really sad, isn't it?
So that tune, I mean, that's ridiculous. Did you? What was it? A brother? One of your brothers who introduced you? Were you into it, or what? How did that come?
No, I heard it on the radio. I used to listen to a pirate station called Radio Caroline every now and then, and I remember people had their personal top 30s, and I remember Van Halen being played on there. The first album actually, I heard, and I was just amazed by it. You know, as a guitarist, I just thought that's ridiculous. How can anyone do that with an acoustic guitar? That's bonkers. I still think that now. It's quite mad. I mean, it's not something I kind of would normally listen to or kind of find that interesting, but I just was amazed by his technique. It's just that simple. It did blow my mind. I thought.
How old were you then?
I was probably about 12.
How long have you been playing guitar for?
Since I was 8.
Can you give me any tips? Because I have a guitar. Like if you're black now, you've got to kind of have a good acoustic guitar. So
do you think you might be generalising there?
No, because I meet lots of young kids who I teach, who are from, you know, as they say, from Rome. And their whole thing is, originally they wanted to be DJs, then they wanted to become MCs, but now their whole thing is they want to be kind of acoustic guitar players. So I bought a guitar, and I just can't get to grips. I went to that classic thing where you go to the shop and you buy the guitar that looks the coolest. You know, so I saw this picture of Joni Mitchell and she had a dreadnought guitar. If you know about shapes of guitars, the dreadnought's kind of got a very big body. And I went in and I was kind of like, trying to be cool, because it's kind of an odd thing.
You guitar with a large arse, basically.
Yes, I did. And I kind of didn't want to admit the fact that I didn't know very much about guitars, but I was like, I like that one, I want that one. And they were trying to get me to get the little baby. I was like, no, I want that one. And it's just been sitting in my house and Gary, like, I just can't get to grips with it. Please, give me some help.
The thing I found out quite early is guitars that look really cool quite often sound like shit. It's a big problem. Okay. So I had that, because when I was about 11 or something, I was really excited about this beautiful, very cool looking electric guitar, and I took it home and I was like, wow, this thing is amazing. And I plugged it in, it just sounded awful and it completely disillusioned me. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
So basically I need to go and buy a cheap looking horrible guitar.
Yeah.
And that will make me good. Okay.
Fantastic.
And practice it.
And practice, I was in